Hey everyone, if you're tired of manually typing in check numbers or dealing with slow scanning setups, today I'm checking out the Canon imageFORMULA CR-80. This little scanner is built specifically for checks and low-volume remittance work, and I'm going to show you whether it actually makes your deposit process smoother. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So what's the first thing you notice when you pull this out of the box? It's compact, about the size of a small printer, and feels solid without being heavy. The setup is straightforward: plug in the power, connect via USB to your computer, and install the included software. Within 5 minutes I had it recognized and ready to scan. The CR-80 uses a straight-through paper path, so you don't have to worry about aligning checks perfectly every time. Just drop it in, and it feeds smoothly at about 8 pages per minute. That's not blazing fast, but for someone who processes maybe 20 to 30 checks a day, it's more than enough. One thing I really like is the magnetic ink character recognition, or MACR, that reads the routing and account numbers automatically. No more squinting at the screen trying to type in those tiny numbers. The scanner captures the full image of the check, front and back, so you get everything needed for remote deposit capture or your accounting software. I tested it with both handwritten and printed checks, and it handled both without misreads. Even a slightly crumpled check went through fine, which is a big plus if you're dealing with real-world paperwork. Another practical benefit is the quiet operation. I set it up next to my desk during a call, and you barely hear it running. That's a nice touch if you're in a shared office or working from home. The included software also lets you save scans as PDFs or images, and you can batch rename files based on date or check number. I found that really useful when reconciling monthly statements. The scanner also supports Twain and WIA, so it works with most accounting programs right out of the box. Now, let's talk about some real-world use cases. If you run a small business that accepts checks, this scanner can cut your deposit time in half. Instead of driving to the bank every few days, you can process checks remotely and upload them through your bank's portal. It's also great for landlords collecting rent checks or freelancers getting paid by check. I even used it to digitize old receipts for expense tracking, and the clarity was sharp enough to read even faded ink. One thing to keep in mind is the paper capacity. The input tray holds about 20 sheets, so if you're processing a large batch, you'll need to refill occasionally. Also, the scanner only works with standard check sizes, no odd-sized documents, so if you're dealing with invoices or receipts of different sizes, you might need a different setup. But for its intended purpose, it does exactly what it promises. In terms of build quality, the CR-80 feels durable. The plastic casing is sturdy, and the rollers grip well without jamming. The only minor quirk I noticed is that the USB cable is a bit short, so you might need an extension if your computer's not close by. But overall, it's a reliable piece of equipment that doesn't take up much space. So, is the Canon imageFORMULA CR-80 worth it? If you're handling checks regularly and want to save time on data entry and trips to the bank, this scanner delivers. It's not the fastest or most feature-packed model out there, but it's designed specifically for checks and does that job well. The automatic MACR reading alone makes it worth the price for anyone who processes checks frequently. If this sounds like the right tool for you, check out the link below. It's a solid choice for small businesses, freelancers, or anyone tired of manual check processing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Canon 5368B002 imageFORMULA CR-80 check transport scanner sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like the CR-80 check transport is ideal for moving paper checks and in merchant/remote deposit capture (RDC) applications actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.